I want to say thank you for coming on each and every week. I pray, Lord Jesus, that this will be the most impactful and powerful podcast you've ever heard. But I ask you guys to take notes, and I want to say thank you for coming on each and every week. And this episode is brought to you by YouGoin'Pro Publisher. I have a new book called Are You Really D1? This is the book of truth. You're going to learn the inside scoops about recruiting, what coaches are looking for, and much, much more. So if you want to get to the next level, go to RU D1. That's www.areu1.com. Again, today is going to be a bit one of my best. I'm so excited. I can't even get my words out. This guy is a classic. He's been in baseball for over 40 years. Former MLB player, manager of the year of the very own Chicago White Sox, the team that I grew up on and where I'm from. He has done it all from the highest level to the lowest level. And by that, he's also played 5 years. I forgot about that part. He's played 5 years in Major League Baseball with the Detroit Tigers. He was drafted by the Tigers in '72, and also he played with the I think he played with Montreal Expos, if
Right.
I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And he led the American League Championship Series with my very own Chicago White Sox, the manager of the year. And he also coached the New York Mets 2008 to 2010. He continued to serve as a coach, executive, and development roles for the last 40 years. His very own Jerry Manuel. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing very good. Today's theme, Coach, we're going to talk about from player to big league, the leadership role at the highest level. And with that being said, I want to go ahead and jump right into it. With your experience in the game as a player, and a major league manager, what changes it that you had to make to adjust to that different role of leadership?
Well, first of all, that's an interesting question. I think the way I spent most of my career as a player in AAA baseball,
Okay.
and being a somewhat journeyman
Okay.
in the game as a player, taught me a lot. And my biggest thing as a player was to win. And if and in order to win, you had to understand the strategy.
Okay.
And that was something that became very easy for me.
Okay.
Uh, even as a young man, I kind of knew when and what to do at what time, and also my influence in managing
Okay.
did not come from other managers,
Mm.
but came from the principles of, say, Martin Luther King, the principles of the Bible, the scriptures, what they said.
I like it.
And even though these were controversial men, but they were also leaders of men, Malcolm X,
Right. Right.
those types. So I, I, uh, I was a guy that embodied those things as part of my leadership style, and follow.
Okay.
At that
Right.
time, uh, being somewhat young in Christianity,
Right.
uh, and then getting the foundations of guys like John Cherry out of Washington D.C., Fred Price,
Yeah. Yeah.
those kind of guys
Hmm.
gave me gave me a gave me a foundation somewhat in the scriptures and in Christianity.
I like that, Coach. But I'm gonna go ahead and add on what you just said. Basically, you're talking about Proverbs 27:17. It says, "Iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens his countenance of a friend." I liked what you said because a lot of guys can't make that transition
Hmm.
unless they have similar likeness. Like you talked about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. They were men of integrity, but they had different methodologies. I guess we would say that different beliefs,
Right.
but they were progressive. They were progressive, and I like what you said because sometimes it's hard to do that.
Hmm.
It's hard,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and as you said about when you were a baby Christian growing up, it was difficult for me as well. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I learned this from very own Bishop T.D. Jakes. He talked about this a long time ago, which you probably heard this. Sometimes you can learn something from people you don't realize that they may be different from you,
Right.
because it brings out something else inside of you that you don't know that exists. Would you
True.
say that that's good, Coach? What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
And I have to add the name Miles Monroe. Miles
Oh yeah,
Monroe
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah, 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 yeah,
crazy
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Miles.
Miles
My
Monroe.
sons used to tell me, Dad. They used to say, Dad, that's not you managing the game. You managing like you Cornell West or Eric
Oh.
Dice, Miles Monroe, that type of thing. It's not you, Dad. I know that's not who you are.
I like that. I like that. So he called you out. Your son
Yeah.
just called you out. I like that. So basically, Dad, be yourself. Just be yourself. Looking at today's players, the young players, which you've been around for quite a while. How can you tell whether they are built for the long haul? Because there's a lot of talented guys, Coach. You know that. But
Hmm.
are they really? Do you know if they're built for the longevity, getting to the next level? Would you be able to distinguish that?
Well, I think that's also a very, very interesting question. I think we really don't know what we assume and think that we know and what
Right.
we project it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not always what it becomes.
Right.
But what we try to do is put things in place
Okay.
that allow you the freedom
Okay.
to grow, to
Okay.
be you, and then to see how you fit in the context of what we're trying to do as a team.
I
And
like it.
once we put you in your right place, and hopefully that person flourishes
Right.
and becomes somewhat successful at the
Right.
game, at the same time it gives us a chance to be successful as a team. And
Yeah.
we're all I'm my major philosophy is to move men. And
I
I got
like
to
that.
move men. I got to move you to from where you are to another level, and a lot of that takes spirituality, just patience. A
Yeah.
lot of different things.
I, Coach, I'm gonna have to borrow that one. Okay. You said move men.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, but I'm writing it down because I will forget. Move men. So I know you just made this. You just said this. This is something you believe in. Can you elaborate what you mean by move men? What do you mean by move men?
Uh, Move you in a space to where your gifts and talents you can expose those freely
Mm,
without stress,
I like
without
that.
hesitation,
Mm,
going into another space of competitiveness
mm, I
is
like
is
that.
is where and as difficult as that is, there has to become a level of comfort once you get there. That
Mm,
I can handle this. This is good. I can
okay.
do this.
Okay.
I feel good about
Okay.
this.
Okay. I
That
like
type
that.
of thing. I've
I like that.
always said to uh, my players in this principle:
Okay.
if you give to
Mm,
the game will give to
give
you.
to you. Mm-hmm.
If you sacrifice
I
now,
like that. I like it.
later on in the game, that runner will be at third,
Yeah.
and you playing the game,
Mm.
and that takes pressure
Ooh.
off of you. It's the
Mm-hmm.
game. It's not you. It's the game. Play the
Mm.
game.
Play the
The
game.
right way.
I like that. A lot of times we try to force the game. We try to
Hmm.
force things. There's something that I heard before. Make the game easier than what it is. It's already complex as it
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
you don't complicate it. Would you say,
Right.
would you say that,
Right.
Coach?
Hmm. That's right.
Because there's players, which I coach high school ball here in South Florida, and I tell them all the time, say, listen, stop thinking so much.
Hmm.
The ball's coming regardless how you look at it. But
Right.
you're trying to predict before you even have the execution what you want to perform.
Hmm.
Which leads me to that next question: what separates talented players from winning players?
Knowledge.
Oh, come on,
Knowledge.
come on now. I like
Knowledge.
that
Knowledge.
knowledge. Okay.
The talented player can be talent, but don't understand the strategy of the game.
Mm,
The great player that I've coached understands where his talent fits in the
mm,
context of winning baseball, and then
wow.
like I said, gets comfortable in that.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
um,
that's good.
that's always been a uh, a big thing is to try to get that talented player to be that superstar, what have you. And I think one thing Philippe Lou
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah.
used to tell me is that talent and man,
Okay, okay.
they got to be on the same
The same
level.
level. That's
But
right.
if you uh, are talented and you don't have good character,
Ooh,
you're not gonna fit the game.
I like that.
You're not gonna be the game. It's the
Hey,
guys that have that talented and the man.
mm,
That's when you become a superstar.
man, that's powerful. That I mean, it's
Yeah.
powerful, Coach. I appreciate that. For the people just logging in, this is episode 134. 134. We got very own Jerry Manuel. But I want to say something based on what you just said, because in Proverbs 18:15 it says, "The heart of a prudent get knowledge, and the ear
Mhm.
of the wise seeks knowledge." And but also you said this earlier. I think it's maturity as well. You got to
Mhm.
be mature in the game because a lot of times we try to do things that we're not prepared yet to do,
Mhm.
to take on that task. Like you were talking about earlier about you preparing the results for this certain athlete that you're expecting him to be a certain way. But a lot of times he doesn't have the knowledge because he hasn't had the faith in you as a manager or as a coach yet. That's what I think because a lot of times my mom used to say, "Don't ask for things you're not ready for yet."
Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't, am I right, coach? She said, don't
You're
ask for
right.
something you may not be ready for it yet.
That's right.
It's
That's
just a
right.
matter
You
of
think you're
time.
ready. You think you're ready. You think you might want this, but you don't want this. You really don't want this.
Uh, I had
You
to
see
say
what
that.
I got. You want to get what I got.
Yeah,
You got to know what you got to go through.
right, right,
Are you
right.
ready?
Yeah, I like that. That's why I said that because I started thinking while you're talking. I'm like, because sometimes I asked for things when I was younger. I was like, I'm ready for this, and
Yeah.
then when I get there, I look like a chick with my head cut off,
Right.
and I because we're hard headed,
Yeah.
and we're the story for a lack of knowledge, but it's a matter of time. There's a purpose and a time for everything. I just wanted to say that because you're hitting me. You're hitting. You're throwing, coach. You're throwing some. I like it. You're throwing some good stuff. And you being a former MLB manager, what do fans and parents completely misunderstand? You believe as the lineup card, or how is it built? Because they think, well, this guy's supposed to play. We can talk about travel ball too, and we can talk about MLB, whatever, baseball in general. As an MLB manager and coach, what are some things that you think fans and parents completely are off the radar when they don't see their kid in the lineup or how things are structured? Can you give some knowledge to that?
Uh, Interesting. I never, I never managed to appease the fans. Really, you know what I'm saying? I
Right,
managed my men
right,
to move in a direction that I thought was profitable for us, as a group and for them
right.
as young men. Now, this youth space
Mm,
these days is, from what I'm learning, uh, is not so much the kid as it is the parent. The
yes,
parent, uh, and I can understand, and we're in an age and time where they're involved.
right, right.
And I call them, you just like everybody. You the helicopter mom.
That's
I'm
what I
just
call it
saying,
too. Yes,
yeah, you come,
yes.
you expect your son to do everything, but uh, and the problem with that is at this stage,
Mm-hmm.
they're starting to hear a lot of other voices outside of
Mm,
the team, and
wow.
that could be dangerous too because some of those voices
Right
are not telling you the truth. They're telling you what you want to hear.
here. Come on, come on.
And
That's it.
that's where it gets murky. And the parents want to hear it too because they believe it,
Right,
and that's okay too. But
right.
you have to trust the people that you put in charge of your son or on that team.
Yeah.
You just have to trust the staff that they're trying to do the best
Right.
for my son.
Correct.
My
Correct.
son might not be ready to face
Right.
this pitcher,
Correct.
And if I choose not to put him in there at that time,
Hmm.
and my reasoning is it's destroying the trajectory
Mm.
of where I want him to go.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm trying to take him someplace.
Right,
Give me a chance to do that and be patient,
right,
with the process.
right.
And
Wow.
that comes from a coach's point of view, is knowing your personnel
Correct.
better than the opposition knows your personnel.
Yeah, right.
If the opposition knows your personnel better than you,
We got
you're in a
problems.
dangerous strategic position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got a problem. Because Johnny ain't gonna be ready for this one.
Right,
He's throwing about 94. He can't even
right,
hit 80. So
right,
you
right,
know
right. Let
that's
me
the
find
reality.
80 for him. Let me find 80 for him and work him up. Let me be patient with me. Let me get to 80. You want Johnny Little John. If Johnny played 94, he might not play baseball no more.
He gonna quit. He gonna say I'm quit.
He's
This is too
done.
hard. He say I can see him now. Coach, man, you will put me out there, Mama. He
Yeah,
put me out there, and I told him I was ready, and
yeah.
I wasn't ready. But you
No.
right, Coach. You said it so perfect. I couldn't have said it any better because it's the microwave generation. That's what I call it, the
Right.
microwave.
Mhm.
In the generation that I was brought up was the crock pot. We gotta brew. We gotta sit in
Mm.
there for a while. We
Sure,
gonna have to work for it,
sure.
and a lot of times, I think that the helicopter parents, and also they don't understand failure is a good thing, Coach.
Hmm.
Failure is a good thing, not just for baseball, but for life.
Hmm.
Because I think failure really is an upside down win. Because if you can get something out of it and you can learn something out of it,
Hmm.
you put yourself in better position
Hmm.
to go to the promise, whatever you're supposed to be getting to. Maybe not today,
Hmm. Hmm.
but maybe down the road you will
Right,
get
right,
there. Would you
right.
would you agree with that, Coach?
Oh, I would agree with that full, no doubt. I think the failure, like you say, is a part of the growth, and growth is painful.
Mm,
Any type of growth is painful.
mm.
It's painful. Going, a child having new teeth,
Oh
bone
yeah.
breaking the skin. It's painful. When
Yes,
you
it
go
ain't.
from fifth grade, sometimes you go from eighth grade to ninth grade, your knees and stuff
Oh,
lock up on you.
lock up.
It's
Yes,
painful,
yes.
but I'm taking you to another level.
Level. Right,
I'm taking
right,
you from 5'8" to 5'11".
right,
You're a little
right.
better player at that
Yeah,
height. Just bear
that's
with
right.
me.
That's
And
right.
so growth could
I
be
like
painful. And it's the
it.
same thing
Growth
with
thing.
a team. You
Yes.
can lose tough games, but you
Hmm.
grow from that.
Right.
That's painful.
Mm. I like that, Coach, what you said because, like I said, I mean, I have a son. He's 20, 22, and I tell him it's part of the process. It's part of the process. I say enjoy this road trip because it's gonna be a long road trip.
Right,
It's a
right,
long road trip,
right.
but if you learn something from it, you've already won. That's half
Hmm.
of the battle. It's
Right.
up here, and
Hmm.
and all that get an understanding. Now,
Right,
when you're young, you don't get it. You
right,
don't get it. Dad, I
right,
don't want to hear that. And
right.
all that get an understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing. And like, Dad, what are you talking about? I said, well, son, you just put that in the back of your head and keep it there. Just keep it
Hmm.
there. You'll need it sooner or later.
Hmm.
So, I know you work with the MLB developed players. Is there one thing that you can see that really you can tell a difference if they're going to really get to that next level just by watching their development because you work with these players and this program which I admire it. Haven't had a chance to see it myself
Hmm.
personally, but I've
Hmm.
seen clips. What are some couple good things you've noticed with the MLB develop?
Well, I tell you, really for me, uh, we work with these young men, and my thing has always been, do we have enough time?
Okay. Oh,
Because
okay.
we only get them for like 2 or 3 weeks,
Weeks.
but then there's other people that are putting in them the other
Oh,
365,
okay.
whatever.
I got you.
So I've always wrestled with that. But what I
Okay.
come to find
Okay.
uh, from being in this program MLB develops with the likes of Tony Regans, Dale Matthews, Kendu Jones.
Good
these
job.
people is that
Yes.
what what we have found
Okay.
in this program is that the black player,
Okay.
when he's surrounded by all the other black players,
Okay.
which in our sport,
Okay.
the parents are used to saying Johnny because he's the only one on the team. They can pick him out.
Correct.
So when they come to see us at
Correct.
Vero Beach, they
Correct.
begging him, "Where's my son? I don't see my son. There you right there, but he looked like everybody else." You know.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
You said, yeah. Go ahead, coach.
so the thing that I've found in that short period of time
Okay.
for these young black players,
Okay.
there is an unbelievable level of freedom
Hmm.
that they
Hmm.
have when they're with us.
I like
It's
that.
the freedom to be themselves, where they can't be it with
Oh.
Johnny O.
Oh. Okay.
And if you have that type of freedom,
Okay.
you can enjoy
What you're doing.
what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Okay.
Now you're really playing.
Okay.
You're not shackled.
Mm. Wow.
And I've had
Man.
kids come back. I'm reminded a quick story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Justin Crawford, who's
Okay.
going to probably play in Philadelphia this year, and I've had Justin Crawford in one game when
Okay.
he was a little kid uh, in New York.
Okay.
Okay, he might have been 10 years old.
Okay.
Then we get Justin into what we call the breakthrough
Yeah.
program in
Right.
Florida, which is only 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and that was it. Now I fast forward to the
Okay.
Seattle All Star game, which was a
Okay.
couple years back,
Years ago. Right.
and he was playing with. They have a when it's the All Star game, they have a thing called a futures game. These are the
Yes.
these
Yes.
are the young prospects in the minor leagues that they project future will be big league players. So they're
Okay.
giving everybody a chance to see him.
I got you.
But anyway, the thing is, at that event in
Mm.
Seattle,
Okay.
um, his mother ran toward me with Junior Spivey's wife. I knew Junior Spivey's wife, but I didn't know her like I
Okay.
knew Junior Spivey. But I knew it had to be something related to what I was doing, what we were doing.
Okay.
And she ran to me and said, "Ah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Mm.
my son is, oh, he just thanks you so much." So I went back and I said, "God, what is he thanking me for?"
Right. Right. Right.
Because I haven't really imparted in him like I would like to from a strategic or from
Mm-hmm.
baseball part,
Okay. Okay.
but I did impart into him what freedom looks like in this game and how to play.
Mm.
And that's what I got out of it was that
Man.
I've seen kids come to us that are so nervous and so scared, but once they get with their peers of the same ethnicity,
Wow.
it just took them to another level.
Mm.
And that's the most impressive thing about the MLB develops is
Wow.
these black kids from all over the country come and they join together and they say, okay,
Mm.
okay, I can talk noise, I can talk trash, I can be me, I can play my music. They playing my music. What is it they playing over there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hear
Yeah.
that in the house. I got that at the house.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't never heard that at the baseball field.
Right. Right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
so it's a
Right.
there's a level
Wow.
that we didn't understand as a staff what we were really doing. I mean, we knew we were impacting the kids in some way and shape, and even with the talented major league instructors that we have come in to give the Marquise Grissom's, the Lou
Right.
Colliers. I mean, these type of people, Brian Hunter, all these type of instructors that we got. Todd Stevenson, who
Man.
hitting coach for the major league. So we have major league people.
Right.
Mike Socia, the Dodgers, doing our catching. So we got major league people doing this. But again, the fact that
Wow.
they're playing with somebody that looks
Mm.
like them has brought them a level of freedom that I had
Man.
never seen.
Wow. That you know what, Coach? That wasn't even a question on my list. I just had that on my head, and it just popped up, and that was just timely right there because I wonder how I would have played if I would have had that when I
Yeah,
was younger, when I went to college, because I call myself the pepper. I was the only pepper on the field.
yeah.
I was
I
the only
say
one.
same with me, and same with me. So you knew that when me was 72 years old. You know, hey, I, I my whole high school uh, career, I was the only one
Yeah,
on the team, and I came from Georgia, where I grew up
right.
in the South.
Mm-hmm.
So I never played
With
with anybody of a different hue, and I went to Texas, and it's the same thing.
right.
I've never played with anybody of a
Wow.
different hue. Then I come to California, and
Right.
I'm the only one.
Same thing.
I'm the
Again.
only one. But
Mm,
uh, that in itself too is growth.
right.
That in itself too is growth. How to deal, how to get along,
With
how to
other
play with other
people.
people that
I
you
like that.
felt were somewhat against you or
Right. Right.
somewhat you weren't supposed to be here or whatever that type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
growth for me.
Yeah.
It was really growth for me.
That's good. I mean, Coach, I appreciate that. That was timely because I never thought about what you just said until I had to write it down. You said freedom, and you know, I didn't think that we were in shackles until you said it. Until you just said that, I had to think about it. I played baseball in college, tried to go play independent ball, had a couple of tryouts with a couple of MLB teams, and I never ever really seen that many of me.
Mhm.
And I never thought it can help me if I seen some with me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I
right,
never thought about it till you said
right.
it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that either until I witnessed it.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I was struggling trying to figure out
Right.
why all of a sudden, oh man, okay,
Right.
okay,
Right. We
okay,
try to we try to stay in the game.
yeah,
We try to
yeah,
stay in the
yeah.
game.
And we're coming.
Right.
There's some there is a quiet shifting going on in sports.
Oh,
I
I
mean, I
like that.
think we're coming back to it. I mean,
I like that.
at one time baseball was a pillar in our
Yeah.
community back
Right.
in the day.
Right.
If
Right.
uh, I know Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, but I really don't know who broke it in basketball. I don't know who broke it
Right.
in football.
Right. Right.
But
Right. Right.
everybody knows Jackie Robinson
Robinson. Exactly.
changed changed the game, changed the
Mm.
culture, changed the world.
Wow.
Powerful,
Oh man, thank you, Lord. That's
powerful.
thank God for that. That's
He changed he changed the ideology of what you thought about a black man. That you're not good enough. You can't
mhm.
no. You can't do this. No, you can't play with us.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And
Hmm.
they often sometimes they ask me who's the greatest player you ever seen. Well,
I haven't
how do
seen.
you measure that?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
how do you measure that?
Measure them. That's right. I
How do you
like that.
measure that? I used to say Willie, Hank,
Right.
and and the more I realized was my great players. What I thought about them and why they were great were because of how they handle pressure.
Yes. Yes.
Ain't none of them handle pressure like Jackie.
That's right.
So he got to be the greatest of
The
all
greatest.
time to me.
Coach, I'm writing this down. How you handle pressure is
Yeah,
is 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 a definition of greatness.
yeah. Michael Jordan, come on. He handled
Yes.
it so well, just like
Oh,
Jackie. Let me tell you something. He handled it so well, just like Jackie. He shifted the culture.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Tiger Woods shifted
Yes,
the
he
culture.
shifted the culture. Yes, that's another
So
one.
we're trying to shift back to our game, which I think is our game, baseball. But hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
I'm
all
with you.
good because I
Oh
like
yeah,
sport.
yeah. I
You
touch
know?
it. I touch and agree with you. I touch and
Yeah.
agree. Wow, Coach, this is powerful. Because people always talking about this. I'm just going to be very transparent. I can't stand when people say the goat. He's the goat. He's the goat. I said, stop saying that. Because
Mhm.
do you realize what you're saying? Do you
Mhm.
understand the definition of greatest of all time?
Mhm.
Okay. First of all, I believe Jesus Christ is the greatest of all time. That's first. Second of all, you can't define that because we did not see every generation of players. We did not.
Right.
We
Right.
didn't see it. So you can't call it
That's right.
based on based you just made a very good great comment. You're going by stats. You're not going by pressure
Mm-hmm.
and stats and
Mm-hmm.
impact of people
Mm.
because I think a great player should be able to impact the next generation.
Ain't no doubt.
That's what I believe.
All right.
And
Well,
I
that's what
think that's
Michael did. He took our baseball. He took our 6'8", 6'9", 6'5" baseball players. They said, no, 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 no. Their parents say, I want you to play baseball. No, that's Michael Jordan. Now I'm gonna play basketball.
I
And
got
what's
to go
and
ahead.
here's what's ironic about that is that he came back and tried to play baseball
Yes, he did.
because he knew and felt from his parents and parents that that was a pillar of the black community.
Mm,
It was
that
baseball, religion, dance, and fashion.
that's it.
We had them locked down,
That lockdown,
locked down,
lockdown, lockdown. And now that you
locked.
said that, I got to bring it up because you know I got to bring it up. Michael Jordan. You were managing back then, and what do you think? I mean, Michael decided to do this at a late age. Let's be real. Let's be real and transparent. It's kind of late in the game, but he is
Ain't no
Michael
doubt.
Jordan.
Right.
What do you think? Do you really think if he would have stayed a couple more years, Michael Jordan would have had an opportunity to go up to the show?
I think that there was too much that he missed as a youth
Okay, okay,
that he couldn't go back to. The things he's going back to now is when he's older, but
okay.
that's a little late because those guys are much further along than you are. And
Right.
baseball is not. Uh, it's physical, but it's more skill. It's a skillful game, and it's and in skill, and the skills have to be repeated. There has to be a lot of repetition
Titian.
to go
Right.
back to that.
Mm.
Um, it's it's like me trying to become a good golfer now. I'm late.
Right. I'm with you. So I'm with you. We in the
I'm
same
late.
boat.
I like it. I
Right.
love it,
Right.
but I'm
Right.
late.
Right. I got you.
I'm late. Hey, I'm late.
I
I'm
got you.
late to the game, and he was just late.
Mm.
If he'd have played, if he'd have kept going, even through his teens and college and that type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
sure,
Maybe.
sure. Dave Winfield did it.
Yeah. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. Dave Winfield. I mean, this guy got drafted by four sports. Correct? Was it four?
I 3 or 4.
I mean, we got basketball, baseball, football, and also he ran track, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not,
I'm not sure. I know
but
basketball and baseball. I don't remember the football part. I know basketball, but he did that at the University of Minnesota.
right, right, and back then you were still coaching and managing. Dave, what was Dave Winfield like, Coach, back in the day? This he's tall too. Now
Yeah, he's 6 feet. Yeah, he's a big man.
he's a big guy.
He's a big man. He's a big man, and uh, the one thing that I liked about Dave Winfield is that he challenged Yankee, the Yankees. You don't challenge the Yankees, and him and Reggie Jackson
Right,
was those guys that kind of came into their. Hey, I'm somebody.
right,
I'm not with your boys over here, but I am.
right.
I have some different things with me, and they need to be respected as
Respected.
well.
Correct. Correct.
So that's the one thing that obviously, Hall of Fame players, that type of thing, and
Right.
unbelievable player. But for me, is to what's somewhat important is to kind of stand up for who you are,
Right.
as a man and be respected for that. I think that that,
That's
that that's
huge.
that's that's big with me.
Yeah, I like
And I
that.
and I don't get on people that acquiesce to where they are and do that type of thing. But
Correct.
when something out of line in culture, you need to speak on it if
Yeah.
you got a platform.
Yeah. I think you hit it perfect because if you're gonna have the platform, What are you doing it for?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing for? I always think about the next generation. Who's behind me?
Hmm.
And I think that we as a culture, I'm talking about men and men of color and black men, they need to set a standard.
Hmm.
We need to stand on a standard. Now, doesn't mean that you have to be bullish, but you need to be strong and stern in what you believe and give some content. You know, it's like you tell someone you're a Christian, but you don't have any fruit to show it. Well, this is what I know that God's delivered me through, and you can elaborate on a testimony. What has He taken you through, so that gives people hope. I'm all about giving people hope. But I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick sponsor out. We got a quick sponsor for the Wow Factory Baseball. It develops and completes athletes through discipline, mindset, and accountability. Because tools don't last, but character always does. If you want to get it with a travel baseball team, look out. Go ahead and DM me at YouGoin'Pro Sports. Again, it's YouGoin'Pro Sports, and I'll get you some more information. Coach, let me ask you this question because you've been in clubhouses. Most of us has not. How important is emotional control when you're trying to cultivate an environment in a clubhouse environment?
Well, um, the clubhouse for me is our sanctuary.
Okay.
That's where we can let our hair down. We can turn the music up loud as we want to, play cards, do whatever they want to. If somebody want to have a study, they can do whatever they want to do in,
Right.
in, in the
Right.
clubhouse. So uh, it's also uh, for your for your for your club. That's where we come together as a group. Uh, we bond.
Okay.
We bond in the clubhouse. The music we create. This is where culture is created for the team. This
Okay.
is who we are. This is what we're about. This is what we listen to. This is what we eat. This is what we dance to. This is why
Mm-hmm.
we play.
Right.
So the temperature of the clubhouse and yeah, it's just like how it's just like the family house. It's just like
Okay.
home.
Okay.
You fight, you fight, you cry, you laugh, you joke, you get on one another, you
No,
talk about each
each
other.
other.
But
Yeah,
it's the clubhouse. It's family.
I get you.
And hey, but once we leave there
Right.
and head to the diamond,
It's a different
we're
game.
one.
That's right.
We've got one goal in mind:
That's right.
dominate and take him out.
That's exactly right. Dominate, take over. I like
We
that.
got to take him out.
I like that, Coach. I mean, that's some good stuff because at the end of the day, you said something so powerful. You said a clubhouse is like a house. It's your home. If you're not comfortable at home, then we got some problems. We need to figure out a way to fix that problem because, nowadays we got a lot of guys that are talented, and we're talking about in all cultures, black, white, except the Koreans, except the Koreans, Shohei Otani. How I want to talk about IQ, baseball IQ. I mean, this is what I've seen. We see a lot of talented guys, but their baseball IQ is just not. It's just not there yet. Some things are just missing. I'm like, so my question to you is, how important is baseball IQ developing trying to go from high school to college or high school to get drafted or high school to develop MLA develop to the show because they think talent alone will get you there.
Mhm.
So what'd you say about baseball IQ?
Well, that's probably um, what I've seen in this youth space is the antithesis of travel ball. Travel ball, what I've seen is appears to be so selfish uh, in the sense that it's about them, and if it becomes selfish for the most part, you're not understanding the game because the game is not there. So that's kind of the problem I've seen with travel ball is that it's so individual
Okay.
and all these different uh, measurements
Okay.
that they take, exit velocity. You're only trying to do what to get into the category individually
Correct.
as
Correct.
say, the best players that ever played. You're trying to
Correct.
get yourself into that category individually. What's lacking
Okay.
is a true understanding of how the game is played.
Play
And I think that's our job
as
as
coaches.
people
Man. Right.
that are in front of you, that have you, is to teach the game. Teach the game. Because if you know the game, if you know the game
Okay.
as a manager,
Okay.
I can trust you. If you know the game when you're struggling, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt
Mm.
because I know you're not going to hurt me in the game.
Mm.
But if you don't know the game, you don't know when to run, you don't know where to throw the ball, but you got the strongest arm out here.
I'm laughing. Go ahead, coach.
You don't know any of these things. I can't trust you.
Oh man, that's powerful.
I
That's
can't trust you.
powerful.
So
Yes.
our job in this travel ball era, which we're
Mhm.
battling,
Right.
you battle that with each kid. Why do you have me doing this? But that's what the game calls for.
Correct. Correct.
You got to understand what the game calls for.
Right.
Sometimes a guy will go up there and make it out on the first pitch. Where the game calls for the next guy, you got to take the pitch.
Correct.
But
Correct.
if you a individual and a statistic driven, well, you say, hey, that pitch, I could have got my exit velocity up.
Right.
But
Correct.
it's not about you; it's about the game. And
Woo.
that's our challenge in
Travel
this
ball.
travel ball era is that
Yeah.
we're battling those measurements
Yes.
versus how they fit in the context of the game and
Mhm.
winning baseball and understanding baseball.
Correct.
You know,
I like that, coach. You hit it perfect because that's the most frustrating thing for me to coach. Someone has a strong arm, exactly what you just said, and can hit the ball, but they have no awareness of what's going on.
Mm-mm.
None. I'm like,
No,
what? Okay, we got runner on first and third, and it's one out. Where are we trying to hit the ball, and why are we trying to hit the ball there?
right,
Tell me why.
right, right.
And they're like, coach, I don't know. I said, I want to say, who taught you baseball? Which
Mm-hmm.
that's another story for another
Right,
episode.
right,
We're not gonna go there,
right.
but so
Well,
you know,
you know what I find in this generation, and I'm generations removed from these kids. I'm generations removed. But what I find is that they don't watch games.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
think one of my sons, we were at a Christmas talk with our kids, my grandsons. Two of them play baseball, and one's a one plays basketball, and one plays soccer. And my my son asked him, "Do you guys watch the games?" And one of my grandsons, he was, "Oh, I don't watch the games. I just like to play."
Mm,
My son said, "Well, how do you know how to play 9 innings if you never watched 9 innings? How do you know what to do in the seventh if you never watched it?
hmm.
What they do in the seventh? How you know what if you never watched the game? How you know what to do? Because somebody told you what to do, but you don't. That's where you lose that acumen.
Mm.
And and here's what I tell young players today: if you just sit down and watch the game, watch a
Hmm.
9 inning game, that gives you an advantage over everybody else in your generation because ain't nobody ever watching them.
Correct.
They're going on what you telling them to do. So you're watching it now. You creating instinctual.
Right.
Oh, I see this. I see what he's doing. I know he's gonna steal here. This is the time to steal.
Right.
It's late. They need a run. This is when he gonna bunt. This is when he gonna do this. So if they would spend some time watching, be patient and watch the game, I think it would help us as people that are in charge of that generation. It would it would further us along as well
Right.
as teachers as to, okay, you see what happened there. Why? Here's why. This is what I'm telling. This is why you hit the cutoff man. This is why
Right.
you do this. This
Correct.
is why you hit the ball to right field in this situation. Blah blah
Correct.
blah. This is why you throw this pitch. If he fouled this fastball off over there 10 miles on the right, that means he can't get around or throw it again. I'm not interested in. You want to show the scouts your curveball,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
but you got to do what the game calls for,
Mm.
and then we measure it.
Mm. Do what the game is called for. Do what the game is called for. I like that because I do this every day with my players, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Just tell me why. Give me an answer, and it has to make sense. And we're not playing tennis,
Mhm.
and we're not boxing. This is a
Mhm.
team sport. But I think a lot of kids they miss that segment of team sport. It's the reason why we have 9 players. But they think because they want to get their numbers up or they want to get clicks
Right.
or views or likes, they don't understand the foundation, what it really takes to be a solid. I just said a solid baseball player. I didn't say great,
Right.
just solid,
Right.
just solid.
Right.
Just be
Mhm.
solid.
Mhm.
You know, you've handled all type of personalities, superstars, Hall of Famers versus role players.
Mhm.
What can you tell the audience? What is the difference between when you're managing a superstar and versus a role model, role player? What are some things that you've noticed personality wise?
Uh, Again, like I say, the superstar, uh, you know, has probably has elite talent to start with, and what he did was he honed in on that at all costs. The role player might not be as talented, but is definitely critical in the makeup of the game. You
Yeah,
need
both.
people to kind of do everything.
Yeah,
Is difficult. There are teams that they get the best out of each position. The Dodgers, whatever you got out there, I'm bringing. I don't care what it costs me.
right,
And but a lot of those superstars, they know how to play. Mookie Betts knows how to play.
right.
I mean, he knows how to play. I mean, that whole Will Smith, they know how to
How to
play.
play. They do.
And the superstar is a guy that you just have to put in his spot and let him flourish. The role player is probably a guy you make sure you touch every day because he's not getting the attention of everybody else.
Yeah.
You got to holler at him every day.
Mm,
Bro, you got to holler at him every day.
right.
That was the
Right.
one thing that I was taught to as a manager. That 25th and 26th guy on your team,
Mm-hmm.
that's your guy. That's the guy you want to keep happy because he's the one that's not getting all the headlines. He's the one that's not getting all the reps. But he's critical
Correct.
to your team.
Correct.
So you got to keep him. You got to keep him going.
Yeah.
You got to keep him going because that can be disruptive
Mm.
to your whole team if he's if he's causing problems. The guy
Right.
that's playing every day,
Right.
that's on you, bro. But
Correct.
you know why you're not playing. If you're an everyday player, you know you're not playing this day. You know
Right.
why.
Right. 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 Right.
So uh, that's kind of how I try to handle my team was the last guy was my guy.
Okay.
I got to keep you happy, man.
I get you. I like
You're
that.
my guy. You're
I
my
like
guy.
that.
You're my guy. I'm gonna say something to you every day. We're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna boom, boom, boom. Try to get you in there. Try to pick your
Right.
spots. Try to get you paid just like everybody
Right.
else.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. You. That's some very powerful information you just gave because everybody has an important role on the
Yes.
team. But some people don't think so because they were the starter at the last organization or the
Right.
last team and
Right.
they were the man, but
Right.
now I'm over here with
Right.
a better
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
but my role has depleted and my confidence is I don't think I'm worth anything.
That's right.
Which which I'm gonna ask this one question based on what you just said. So with you being a manager and a coach, what is the hardest decision you ever had to make as a manager dealing with a circumstance like that? What was one of the hardest? You ain't got to give out names. What's some of the hardest? One of the hardest decisions you ever had to make as a manager?
Well, I think as a major league manager, I think the toughest thing to do is to send a guy back.
Mm.
That's that especially especially at the end of spring training
Oh, oh,
because you got so many kids. You have a few spots open. You had this open, or you're bringing in someone that you think you can change to make your team, and it doesn't quite work out, and you're the one to tell them that uh, we're gonna let you go.
oof.
We're not gonna send you down. We're gonna let you go.
Mm.
That to me is uh, probably some of the lowest points in my career. Is
Wow.
to look a young man in the eye and tell him what you think this is. This ain't. I don't believe this is for you, and I have uh, the power to send you out of here to tell you you're not going you're not going to realize your dream here,
Mm.
and that's difficult.
That's tough.
That's difficult. Even though at that point that's difficult, but where you find solace is that you feel like I'm doing what's best for him.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I like that.
I'm
Yeah.
doing what's best for him. He
But the
don't
player,
realize.
he don't realize. The player don't
No,
realize it. He's
no,
mad. He's
no.
mad.
It's like kids. They no, it's don't run in the street. I'm doing. Sit your butt down. You're not going out there. You're not playing in traffic. I know you like dodging cars, but one day they're gonna hit you. Get your butt out of there.
Very
Yeah,
episode.
it's the same concept. It's the same principle.
I like it.
I'm I after I do that, I have to go back and reflect and
Mm,
get into the spirit realm and say, hey,
yeah, yeah,
you're doing what's
yeah.
best for him.
I like that.
You know
Yeah,
what you feel is best for him. And if
correct.
he changes and does something great, great.
Great, correct. I'm glad you said that. I was thinking about something that when I was playing, and I was the first 3 or 4 games I was over whatever. I was over whatever, and he said, "Hey, you run a 6.460, and got scouts looking at you, and you're not performing." And coach, listen, I don't perform good in cold. I just don't. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. I just don't. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell the coach that, but he benched me, man, for so many for so many games. I was hot, but at the end of the day, I was detrimental for the team because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't productive.
Mm-hmm.
But as a player, I was mad. But as an adult and as a grown man now, and as a coach, I did. He did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you start to, oh, the coach, he don't like me. He don't like me. He don't care about that. No, 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 no. It's a team sport.
Right,
It's a team
right,
game. It
right,
ain't about you. It's
right.
not about you. Savell, it's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about you. It's
Right,
about the
right.
team. I just wanted to throw that out there. But I got a couple more questions before we close out. I want to get back into that thing we talked about, the black kids playing baseball. I want to hit a couple questions about that. We know that baseball is pretty expensive sport. It
Sure.
is. It is expensive. What are a couple of things you think that the parents that are listening that might want their kid to play baseball, but they feel that it's too expensive, or they may say there's not enough of kids that look like me in the game. What are some encouraging things you can share with them? A couple of things for that kid that wants to play baseball that's of another color.
Yeah, well, I think uh, travel ball and the expense of that has hurt the game to some degree.
Okay.
At the same time, I do believe that if you can play, go play anywhere, and people
Okay.
will find you. Go play. Don't be discouraged by the finances, or if you can't afford that, play. You have to. There's got to be enough rec, little league, boom, 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 whatever. Play. And what happens is that if you are a good player, you're gonna be recruited by even these travel ball teams.
Correct.
The word will get out. The
Yes.
word will get out. Hey, he can play. Okay, but he can't afford it. And you get scholarship even in youth sports. I mean,
Yeah.
we see. I've witnessed that a lot. I was really surprised when I first got into this space, coming from the number of years at the highest level, and then
Correct.
coming back
Correct.
and trying to impact,
Mm-hmm.
generations of baseball, young black baseball players. I was actually I was actually speaking the wrong language.
Mm.
I wasn't speaking that language.
Mm.
I, I come to find out they had no idea what I was talking about. You know,
Mm.
so I said, hey, I gotta change.
Right.
I can't give them the major league stuff at 15 years old,
Correct.
14 years old. I
Correct.
can't give them that. I think I
Correct.
can, but I can't.
That's right.
They can't eat that. That's solid
Correct.
food.
That's right.
They can't digest that.
Correct.
And, so uh, the big thing for me is that those kids that want to play,
Mm-hmm.
keep playing, repeat the skill, throw the ball, rub a ball up against the wall, go out and hit rocks. You don't have to go to the cage. Find somewhere you can go and hit something.
Wow.
Find somewhere, find something that you can do on your own.
Oh.
And the kid, what I've found is that when the young man invests in it on his own, that's when he begin to flourish.
Yeah.
But when the parents do everything for you,
Wow. Mm.
you're not ready. You haven't satisfied that thing inside you by yourself.
Right.
That when times struggle, that I can do this. So when times struggle now, and everybody paid for you, you back off.
Right. Right. Right.
You back off.
Right.
You ain't putting nothing in it.
That's right. That's right.
Putting nothing in it. You back off. Hey, any little fight, any little engagement that you need to do, you're not going to engage.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Right.
uncomfortable
Correct.
because you ain't
Correct.
dealt with you.
Correct. Mm. That's good. I mean, that's really really good. I mean, that's the bottom line with half of this generation, just half of it, because you made a good comment. I've got kids right now, and I want you to elaborate on this. Most kids think in high school they have to have someone throwing them live pitching. 90% of the time, they think this. I was talking to them. I said, "Let me tell you." So I beg to differ with you, and I want you to elaborate, Coach, if you don't mind. I said, I don't remember when I was in high school and college, someone threw to me. I don't remember that. I can't. I mean, a few times, but not. They want live pitching every single day, Coach. Every day. I said that's impossible. I said, but you're complaining about getting live pitching when you're not doing nothing. They don't want to hit off the tee, Coach. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hit off the tee.
Right,
They
right.
don't hit backside. They don't hit backside. They want to pull everything and see how far it goes and get
Yeah,
glamorized. I said
exactly.
that doesn't. So can you talk about that? As far as they think that I have to have someone throwing at me. I can't hit off a batting tee. That's boring. I'm not getting anything better. From your professional level, things you've seen, players, Otani, from what I heard, he didn't even have live pitching. He just hit off a tee. Can you elaborate on that if you don't mind?
Well, yeah, there's. I mean, I think there's at some point,
Right.
live BP has to happen. I mean, you know
Correct.
that. You're gonna face a pitcher, what have you.
That's
But before that happens, you got to have enough reps in you that you feel confident and comfortable, no matter when that live pitching comes about. So
mm,
if that means hitting off the tee, if that means hitting soft toss,
false.
if that means having a friend, you and a friend going out there just swinging the bat. Uh, Anytime time you put that bat in your hand, you want to hit something.
Right.
Whether it was rock, hit infield, hit ground balls to the, just
Right.
again, it's repeating the skill. The skill doesn't necessarily have to have somebody throw to it to repeat it. You can
Right.
repeat it in dry work. You can go up against a screen at a ballpark and just try to stay inside there, get as close as you can. See, I need to
Right.
keep my hands
My hands
inside.
in. Right. Right.
All kind of different. There's all kind of different philosophies out there uh, with hitting, and what you have to do is you have to find what fits you. In order to find what fits you, you got to repeat the skill. And it doesn't have to be with somebody throwing. It's got to be like, oh, I know this is what I do
Right.
because I'm not
Right.
swung at this so much. I'm not hit this way so much, you know.
Mm.
And that's that to me is the critical thing is finding a way on your own to repeat the skill, repeat the skill, repeat the skill, figure it
Mm.
out. Use your imagination, your creativity.
I like that
That's what you
imagination.
have to do to get to because you got to find something within you to
Right.
go back to,
Right. You're right.
And if
I
you
like
don't,
that.
like I said, first time a little bump hit the road, you're gonna give up.
That's right. Wow. They heard it
And
from the very
you had the talent.
correct.
You had the
Correct.
talent. You had the talent. But did you have the man to go along with it?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Is there enough man in you to go along with it? To
Mm.
understand failure, defeats,
Right.
setbacks,
Right.
errors, whatever.
Right. Right.
So
Coach,
so
that's good.
as much as it is about the talent and this and repeating the skill, it's as much about the man and coming to himself, knowing what he believes about himself and what God has called you to do.
Correct. Correct. You
Get
hit it.
locked into that.
You hit it perfect. That's it right
If
there.
he
That's
called
it.
you to do that,
That's it. Do it.
Coach Lowry and Coach Manuel can't stop you.
That's
Not
right.
if he calls you.
That's right. Come on now.
We
That's
might
it.
think we can, but we
Can't.
can't stop
Can't.
you. He called you.
So do it.
Go get it. Go get it,
Man.
young man.
Man, this is good, Coach. We gotta close it. Man, this is good. I got two questions for you. Oh man, this is really good. Coach, I'm dealing with the high schooler and college players trying to prepare for the next level. Can you tell them a couple things that they need to do? They're trying to get these D1 offers or whatever the case may be. I got my book, yeah, but I want you to say something to them that are listening. What are maybe three things they can learn trying to get to that next level? Because you said a whole lot of stuff, but but the question is this: you know, I can hear people now talking to me, Coach. You didn't ask Coach Manuel about D1 player trying to go D1 from high school. Okay, this is the question. Give me three things they need to do to try to get to the next level and master it. What would be your suggestion to get some
Well,
eyes on them?
I think one of the first things we tell our young men is that don't chase D1, chase playing,
Come on. Come on. Thank you.
chase playing. Where if you play, you become visible. You can go D1 and sit over there for 3 years and you're done.
That's
But
it.
if you're repeating your skill
Mm-hmm.
at NAIA, whatever,
That's right.
whatever,
That's right.
you you got a shot.
That's
You
right.
don't have a shot just to get that and go there to back up.
That's right.
You got to be on the field
Come on.
if this is to be your career. Oh, I went to so and so and so. Well, are you going to become a general manager or a coach or something? Are you going there to be a player? You know, that's
Number one, on the
and
field.
I would say for the young high school player, learn the game, man. Get knowledge of the game. Get
Learn
knowledge
the
of the
game.
game. Get
Learn
knowledge of the game.
the game.
Get knowledge of the game. Get knowledge of the game and go somewhere that you are going to play. If you're good enough, there's people out there will see you, will come and get you.
Mm,
You know, if that's what you want to do. Now,
mm-hmm.
if you if you say uh, I'm going as a scholar, well, that's
Okay.
different. That's different. You want something from Stanford versus Sacramento City College. That's different. You know, that's different. You can go there, sit on the bench, and get that Stanford education. You
Mm,
know, that's a different deal if that's what you're going for.
right.
You know, and I've had the problem becomes is our parents were so into education.
Correct.
You
Yes.
know, hey, but you got to get that education. You got to get
Education.
that degree. You got to get that. Well, I never got one, even though I had scholarships to go play
Mm-hmm.
football, basketball, and those types of things. But I went right into to pro ball and learned life lessons. I mean, some serious life lessons, you know. But you 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 got to know what you're called to do. You got to know if get in touch with the Creator to tell you the Holy Ghost. Hey, this is where I'm going. You know what happened to me. I'll say this little last story for you.
Okay.
I was let go by the White Sox.
Okay.
Uh, Jerry Reinsdorf
As a
was
player or as a coach?
as the manager,
Okay. As a manager.
manager of the White
Okay.
Sox, and I was let go. Jerry Reinsdorf, uh, the owner, dear friend of this day, dear friend of this day. Uh, and we come back and we're building this home and stuff. And my wife asked me, I don't have a job, I don't have an offer, I don't have nothing. Everybody thought I would be the, the next hot thing, but hey, that happens.
Right.
So she said, "Well, where do you think you're going next?" I said, "You know what, honey? God told me I'm going to New York. I don't
Oh.
want to go to New York. I'm not a New York guy. I'm a country
Right.
boy. I'm from Georgia. I'm like, I don't want to go to New York." That's what she said. That's what God told you. I said, "Yeah." I get a phone call.
Mm,
Boom, I go to New York, but I go as a first base coach.
mm,
I didn't go as a manager. I didn't go as a third base coach. I didn't go as a bench coach. I went as the lowest coach could be. That was the first base coach. And God put me in another position of servitude
mm.
to prepare me to manage that team. It's like I had to go through something.
Right.
I thought I was all this and a box of chocolates. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. I had to go through something.
That's right.
He put me through something. Here, you go over there and pick up helmet
Right.
in New York. Let me see if you're gonna do that. I
Mm,
said I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it well.
right.
I'm gonna do
Right.
it well to your
Right.
glory, because you told me I was coming here. I'm here.
Yes.
And later on, became the manager. It was a kind of a difficult transition at that time, but that that's where he put me.
Mm,
So that was my thing. Hey, he called me. He told me, but he told me to make me serve. and be quiet. And actually, here's the other thing. Here's the last piece of that. I was the only man in that organization at that time in the New York Mets, the only man in that organization that ever managed a big league team.
Oh,
I was the only guy. They had nobody that had
wow,
managed at the highest level,
wow.
but I took the lowest job.
Humility, humility, and
Hey,
obedience.
it exalts.
Yes, yes,
It exalts.
man. That's a character builder at another level we've never
Oh
seen
man.
before. Character builder.
And when you're and when you are in character,
Mm,
you're free. You're free. You're
mm-hmm.
authentic.
Correct.
Authenticity attracts.
You're right. Mm, mm, mm. Coach, that's so powerful. I mean, I thank you for sharing that. We're gonna ready to close out. Um, but right before we close out, I got one little quick debate. It takes a few minutes. Something called the dugout. I call it the dugout. You pick two players from any generation, two hitters, two players, and two pitchers. And we're gonna go on a quick. I'm gonna pick my two. You pick your two. I already got my two. My first one would be Bo Jackson and Willie Mays on my team. And my pitcher, Satchel Paige, is going to start. And my closer is Bob Gibson. And what would your two players be and your two pitchers?
Well, I'll start with Jackie
Oh man, I forgot about
and
Jackie.
Hank.
Oh my gosh.
I'll start
Okay.
with Jackie and Hank.
Mm,
And probably, in all honesty, the greatest player that I ever seen play was
okay.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Barry Bonds was the greatest player I
oh
ever
yeah.
seen play.
Oh yeah.
He did big league thing. He made big leagues look like little league.
Right. Like a video game. Like we were
Yeah,
playing a video game.
yeah, yeah. So I probably don't put Barry on my team, but he is the best.
I
You
got you.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm
I
a
got
team
you.
guy. I'm building a team.
I got you. I got you.
So I think Hank, Jackie,
Hank,
I think
Hank and
they
Jackie.
influence culture, and I like people that influence the culture. I thought they did a good job
Yes,
with
they did.
that. Let's see,
And
who
your
would my
pitchers.
pictures be? One guy that they don't talk about that I'd have on my staff because I faced him in AAA before he
Who's
went to
that?
the big leagues. J.R. Richards.
Oh yeah, that dude was huge. He
J.R.
was
Richards.
huge for Houston, right? He played for
Yes, sir.
Houston.
J.R. Richards,
Man,
and the other pitcher would be Dwight Gooden.
oh the doc.
Yeah, Dwight Gooden.
I mean,
And
cause you
you had
got. I
some
mean,
other players.
yeah, you got mine. I mean, I got Bo Jackson because I was trying to get some speed and some guy that can hit. Cause I remember that time 1989 All Star. He was a laid off hitter. He like, Coach, what are you doing? I will never forget that. And Willie Mays is just,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, he's in a league by himself. You know, he's like Barry Bonds 2.0
Hmm.
before there was Barry Bonds.
Right, right, right.
And Satchel Paige is so old, you don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
his age. He'll talk to. He remind me of Ricky Henderson speaking in the third person,
yeah, yeah,
and the great Bob Gibson. I mean, your guys is. I mean,
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, there's elite talent in that game.
yes.
Elite.
But Coach, thank you for that. I really appreciate your time. It's an honor to have you. It was well worth it. I enjoyed every single minute of it. If you don't mind leaving a closing remark before go ahead and close it out, I want to say thank you again.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this opportunity. I thank God for you and what
Thank
you're
you.
doing and the way that you're bringing it to the people. I see a quiet spirit
Thank you.
that wants to do the right things. I think we're in a time in this country where
Yes.
we have to have some principle foundation in place in order to deal with kind of what we're dealing with
Right.
in this country at this time.
Yes.
Uh, and I don't think it's just one thing. Uh,
Hmm.
this is what you and I believe, which
Correct.
is great, but we have to embrace other things and other ideas and other thoughts and what have you, but stay solid in who we are.
Mm.
So we can bring that and bring this thing together with not just our people,
Right.
but with
With
the
all
people
people.
in the whole country, you know.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
even in our beliefs and stuff, we have to understand what justice looks like for our people, as well as what Christ wants it to be. And and we can't get off
Correct.
we can't get off the rails with that.
That's right.
We
That's
can't
right.
get off the rails with that. So I mean, I remember one time Martin Luther King said, "Hey, there's almost a billion Christians in the world today. Why are we like this?
Ooh.
Why is nobody speaking up? Why is nobody saying anything? It's a
Mm.
billion of us."
Mm.
It's Martin Luther King. That's relevant to the day.
Correct. Correct.
Where's the outrage? Where's the whatever? From us.
Correct.
What you're teaching us every Sunday. Where is it
Mm-hmm.
in this world? So
Man, Coach.
that's my thing, man.
Woo!
Thank you
Coach,
for having me.
man, it's been great. Man, you have preached and teached and coached and managed all today. This has
All right,
been
man.
this has been great. It's been better than what I expected. Um, having you on is a classic. This is probably one of my favorite classic because you give me some inside stuff I've never heard of. But most importantly, you spoke the truth, and that's what I like the most.
Yeah.
I like authenticity. I like truth, and I love the spirit of God. And I want to say thank you again. And for the guys and girls and coaches and people that listen, I want to say this is episode 134, very on Coach Jerry Manuel, manager. Also, if you guys want to get into MLB develop, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Go check it out. I hope that you guys got something out of this today. This is You Going Pro podcast. We believe in developing athletes to become proficient inside and out
Mm.
on their game and outside their game, but most importantly, dominate in life. Hey, I hope I see you on the other side. Thanks a lot.
All right, brother.
I'm out. Take care.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot.